Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for completing today's commission.
This realm is... If you ever...
traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is
a synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and...
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about...
We noticed that too! The minute we got here,
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes not but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
what are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes.
The wind rises.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Hey, Jean! accusations turn out to be true?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just... Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it. Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find. Wow, these books are so fancy! Human transmutation? Is Albedo... Ooh. Nope. No, Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk. The name of the project is blotted out in... Huh. What does this mean? Alright, that seems to be it for... We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh! Vent is calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhine Daughter's creations, As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, maybe he's just not allowed to...
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an
Yeah? Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's... Miles.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying.
Oh,
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything.
Oh, sure.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Behold! The wind rises.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off. Weird. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or... Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case. What's wrong? Yeah, not when the charges are so... Of course, we'll be there. We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office. And in addition, the investigators were able to identify... Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, the medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court. Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But The night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been... I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the...
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most
Wait, does she mean...
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you... Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you? So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses? That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo. Then, there must also have been a body. Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that that fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless...
What?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then...
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. You deny it? After admitting to murder?
It's one thing to look similar.
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you...
What? Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that...
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
Hello to you, too.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery. But you're Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You reckon... That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer? Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here. Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you... Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
What? How are there Of course! Where's our first step?
Behold! Squall and Fury!
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just...
Perfect. I can drop the act. I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something. Haha! Just what I...
So, these two know the other's identity then?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated. Still, I never...
Wait, so what about the map? What about the remains Diluc?
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monsters... You saw it for your Durin's power remained.
Wait, so...
That's why I'm here. Yes. So if... Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen...
All good. We have enough manpower. Requesting assistance at the site. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long distance...
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this...
No wonder you're crouching down.
You didn't have to broadcast.
Huh? That voice. Venti?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. I've got things covered here.
This moment will be frozen. Dodge this. Time for retribution. Don't get frostbite. Freeze. Verdict is... This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge that.
They're over there! Dilu, Kaya! What? We can't be here because we care? So what's the status over here? What?
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic. Don't worry, Miss Barbara. Of course. Thank...
For the gliding champion. Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Neutralizing threat.
Bet you can't keep up with.
Precision strike.
No one escapes my sights. Hey!
Neutralizing threats. Leave the wounded to me.
I'll race you there.
You had your chance. Let's keep going, team.
Let it rain.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all master... And then, what do you know?
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making. internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful Yeah, thank goodness we were... Aw, that means a lot. Wait, was that Eula just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Behold!
Lupical, it's you.
For a little shock. You've been enough.
Coming to be!
Come a little closer. Blitz. Surrendering will be gentle.
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking! With the wind!
It happened a lot. Huh. Gentle electric.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her.
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler,
Yeah, plus we kinda...
Clea, she disappeared right under my...
Wait! Something's coming to...
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. Beg for mercy. Shudder! More speed. Those bombs. I see what you mean. She was not to be underestimated. Vengeance will be mine! Albedo, you can't be serious! Camping. All right. Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
fury.
We're back!
Amber?
Hi, everyone. Oh, well, wait, does that... Just kidding. But you're right, it was tough out there. I almost... Of course! I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well... I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed
That same feeling. It's close!
Oh, nothing much to report, actually. Good. No problems. Ugh.
Wait, the operation isn't over.
I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't...
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. Of course! Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing?
Just watch and learn.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Oops, wrong contact. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Ah, yes. Well, have fun with that.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Ugh, fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonia's investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexencircle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo? How unprecedented. Something...
Okay, that...
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there. Hello again, everyone. Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexencircle, I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere. Mini Durin, what are you doing here? Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you. So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? What do you mean? Wait, didn't that already happen? What? And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human? Well, turning you into a human... Definitely. You've just... Actually, while we're on the subject...
is how it must be.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. Jean didn't fancy tagging along? All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh, so, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I... Oh? Which one? Interesting. Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life. Of course! It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see. The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. Of course not. To me, you're both in any case. Now I see why you asked Venti for help. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is... So you know our tricks, huh? Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate. Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexencircle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less.
Okay, you can try.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever... Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Whoa, you're so tiny now!
You sound pretty confident, Albedo. Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me. Swashbuckle your way to...
Burst forth! Burst forth!
Ugh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are. Trial awaits. But only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of rhyme,
all getting rather
I have a surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon, twisting justice to you. Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming.
Moment of birth.
Yes, very well done.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to...
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until...
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's very... Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound.
To deal with the dragon of...
us pray.